I appreciate you coming through, man. I did my research on you. I appreciate your team for reaching out to me and everything and putting me on to you. I got to say, I think I heard of you a while ago, my brother. This is not my first time of you coming across my algorithm or, my life.
Right.
I know you from the haircut that you used to rock before. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The scoop.
The scoop. Yeah. It was literally, it was unique to you. So I'm seeing it because I'm actually a very deep underground rapper cat. Like I like going into the underground to see what's going on. And from the Lil Flips to my man Slim, and then I think I've seen you through all that. So I'm not surprised. Everything goes full circle, man.
Facts.
Full circle. But yo, I appreciate you coming on the show. This is All Gas No Break podcast. We interview entrepreneurs, content creators, and businesses. I used to say the DMV, but we've been growing so much. It's been the world. It's been the world everywhere, all over the world. It's gotten me to network and travel and meet with people like yourself. So I love to open up this podcast interview with you telling the people who you are, what it is you do, and all the ways they can contact you or reach you or locate you online, please, sir.
Man, yes, sir. Baby Savage, the guy to grind. Music business, independent artists, stocks, crypto, real estate, tax sale, property, business credit, car sales, house sales, rental properties. I do a lot. Marketing, but you can hit me up at 318-540-9376 if you want to work. At Baby Savage Guy to Grind on all platforms.
Man, yo, and everything that you talk about is what our people should be investing in because there's a lot of opportunity there. I'm heavily into recently it's been crypto, but real estate is one of my favorites. I love real estate. I love cars. So, that's how you utilize having a car dealership for you yourself, having nice cars and flipping through them. I met a brother that was on that game as well. He had a little garage on the side of a building. He called it a car lot, and that's how he flipped through his cars.
Right. All you need is one garage, actually, legally, to start a car lot. So if he got one garage, he in business.
Man, brother, I learned a lot about you and from you by watching your interviews. You try, not even try, you put people onto game in the interviews. And I feel like it's not enough time in an interview that you have done to understand all that you're saying. Because
that's a fact.
You're saying a lot.
Yeah.
I see sometimes it just goes over people's heads because you're saying.
You know why I do that too, brother? And I wanted to say this while it was on my mind because I watched a lot of the people who I looked up to, and they would say stuff like, you got to be smart. You got to be driven. You got to be this. And that, hey, I need to know how to go to the bank. I need to know what paperwork to fill out. I need to know specific strategies that's going to get there. So when I do my interviews, I like to give people real information and not just like generic talk. You know what I mean?
Bro, you don't. You give the information that the textbooks take so long to get to.
Yeah.
And that's real game. Like how I checked out the I think the Underground podcast. It was like the Underground podcast, two gentlemen, and you would
the Underground Dialogue. That's with K Reno. He's actually a huge underground artist out of Houston, Texas. So shout out to my brother K Reno.
Shout him out. Great interview, by the way, guys. Check out that interview because on that interview, you were breaking down credit cards and loan processing and how to get quick ones.
Yeah. Right.
Within 15 of those. And then reading the bankruptcy of Donald Trump.
Right. Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
I love that.
I'm gonna read it now. You know that, right? Now I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Like, that's who I am. I'm that person now. I'm like, somebody read that. Why haven't I read that?
If it could be done once, it could be done again.
And may even be better.
It may even be better. Facts.
True.
Facts.
Brother, I love the fact you sent me questions. I had questions as well, but
Yeah.
I love the respect, the entertainers when they send me what they want to cover. And I appreciate that, man. You are like super legit. I love the fact that you make phone calls, you answer the phone, like you understand business. You are a businessman. Can I say businessman first?
Yeah, businessman first.
I love it.
Definitely first.
I love it.
Yeah.
I am as well. However, I think I went after understanding the art because I'm an artist. But with that, I read a lot of books on business, and then it caused me to go to school for it. Like I wanted to educate myself. So I'm a businessman first as well, man. And people like you are super motivational because you took it to the umpteenth degree with it. So
definitely. Yeah.
With you being a rapper as well, and incorporating the business, how many shows have you done, and what have you learned from your last show? What have you? Because you've done so many shows.
Right.
At this point, have you learned, or what have you learned from the last one?
So I've done over 1,000 shows myself personally. Me. I've done over 2,200 shows with other artists involved because not only do I book myself, but I book other artists as well. So I got my own booking agency also. So I take other artists who've had national hit singles and I put together tours for them. Total altogether combined over 22 shows over the 2,200 shows over the last 19 years. Wow. Been doing this since I was like 26 years old. Man, my last show, what have I learned? You mean specifically from the last show I did?
However you want to accept learned. Because your mind I know your mind accepts many things. What stood out?
Don't put the chitlin circuit behind. There's so many artists who, when they make it to a certain level, they feel like they don't have to do what they did to get to that level. And they forget that the people who got you to that level still want to be able to see you. I understand the prices change, but you got to figure it out and come up with a creative, innovative way to touch that community who once supported you to get you to that level that you wanted to be on and never forget about them. So for the past 19 years, man, I've been working them small country towns, the mid-sized towns. I work the big cities too, but I've just always stayed committed to the small towns and the mid-city towns, those towns that's under a population of 50,000 people who really appreciate the artists, who never see nobody. And when you come down there, everybody excited. Yeah.
So when you work a circuit that small, how do you bring the fire? How do you bring the attention, that commotion that makes them feel like, yo, this guy is just as large?
You know what? That's the thing. When you go into a small pot, it's easy to set it on fire because it's so small. If you was trying to set a lake on fire, that's gonna be extremely hard. But when you got a small pot and it's on the stove, soon as you go down there, everybody already know. And you ain't got to do too much because they gonna do their own research. Because they like, who is this coming to our city? Nobody never come here. That be the thing in every small city. Nobody never come here. So a lot of them gonna show love just on GP because you coming to their town to show them love and they can appreciate that. But also, if you're an artist and you got credibility, you've been marketing yourself, you've been presenting yourself in the right way, it's gonna show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you do your research on me, you're gonna see all the work I've been putting in for 20 years. So you're gonna know it's history there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they see that. But I done been to these small towns so many times. Now it's like, Baby Savage back. You know what I mean? But for the new artists, though, if you putting in that work and you marketing yourself in the right light, everybody gonna see it.
Word.
Yeah.
So over 1,000 shows.
Yeah.
What's the one moment on stage that made you realize, and I'm assuming this is in the past now, this grind is either going to make me or break me?
Man, I had a show and it didn't go well. I lost money. And that was the defining moment. But bruh, I never give up.
Mm-hmm.
I am OCD when it comes to figuring something out, to succeeding. So my mind never said turn back around. But the make me or break me part came from I gotta figure this shit out. I gotta figure out how to never lose money again. So with that particular show, I spent $1,500 for the building, $300 for the security, and man, on the cool, they had another show going on that night. I think I really think the owner cut the electricity off on me on purpose. Could be wrong, but lo and behold, I said, okay, I'll never pay for a venue again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna only go do bar deals. That way the club owner is committed as well. And not only that, I'm not paying any upfront fees. I'm gonna take your slow night. So you're gonna be open regardless. You still gotta pay for your security. You still gotta pay for your DJ. So I'm not paying for none of that. I'm gonna bring a crowd where you normally have 5 or 6 people. I'm gonna bring 200. So now you're gonna make a lot of money off your bar. I'm gonna keep the entire door. And then, some places in big cities, they'll give you a percentage of the bar as well. They'll give you the door. And if you make them so much money that night, they'll give you 10 to 15, 20% of that bar as well.
Yeah.
I
love the way you speak, because those are, and don't take offense, those are very old school tactics.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've lost, a lot of us have lost the old school tactics. We're so fixated on this thing and computer and AI that sometimes just basic old math of going in, making a phone call, talking to people, maybe writing a letter, sending it in the mail as an envelope, because they're getting bombarded with text, they're getting bombarded with emails. But when's the last time you got a letter? Handwritten, things like that. Like, so when you talk about, that's how I grew up in that. And to hear that still works, that's great, man. That's beautiful to me, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I've been doing that for 19 years, brother. And here's the thing. Everything still works. A lot of the old school tactics, they just not used anymore.
Yeah.
And, I'm bringing back some of the old school things still with the new mission I'm on with building my company, right?
Yeah.
So my ultimate goal is 200 locations around the United States, to have 4 buildings in each state, 50 states, that's 200, to gross $350,000 per location, and 200 locations times $350,000 each location is $70 million annually. That's the profit. That's the net profit. We're not even speaking about the gross. I don't like to talk about the gross. I want to talk about cash in hand. So that's $70 million annually right there.
Yeah.
In 1934, MCA Records was born. In 1995, they changed MCA Records to Universal Music Group.
Yeah.
So I say with my company, when I started it, why not me?
Why not?
I'm building a Black major label, Black owned, Black operated. We're going to control the culture. We're going to control the music we putting out. And it's gonna take time. I'm not looking for something to happen overnight, 1 year, 2 years. You know what I mean? We talking about Universal Music Group, a company that's been in business for almost a century, almost 100 years.
Brother, when they first started out, there was nothing but satellites in the desert.
Right. You know what I mean?
Antennas.
So, I gotta go ahead and take this to the next level, because I always wondered why we don't own radio stations, why we don't own distribution companies, why we don't own major labels, not these labels that signing black people and giving them a label deal and going to the bank and getting money from the bank and then giving it to them and saying, hey, here you go, and you pay us back at 20 times the rate, right? They go borrow the money from the bank and give it to us and charge us crazy amounts for it.
Higher interest, and you lose all your ownership,
masters, ownership, all that shit.
Identity. You lose so much when you can set with, like, I love when you put it this way: take yourself back and give yourself your own deal.
There you go.
Give yourself.
I've been doing that shit for 10, 15 years now. I gave myself my first deal, $1.5 million deal.
I congratulate you on that, man.
Yeah. That was like 15 years ago when I understood that. I was like, I don't need a label to give me no money. I give myself the money. Let me go out here and create, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be in business, you have to have business. So I said, I'm going to make enough sales. I'm going to create enough business to make this money, and it's all going to be mine. Now, the point that I didn't get was the fame and the glory of being on the radio station and being a huge superstar. But in hindsight, now that I see everything, I still choose the same path because I got more money than most of all the people who I deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So I know a lot of artists who done had all of that. They done had all of that. And they just don't have the money. The money's not there.
Brother, man, that fame, if you get it, you get it. But to me, you got it. I'm going to tell you, on my end, because what you're speaking is peace of mind.
Right.
And there's nothing like peace of mind. And your family happy, your kids smiling, everybody full and chubby. You know what I'm saying?
And
that, to me, that's hella fame. You know, when you walk home and they happy, shit, you can't.
That's enough.
Not enough money in the goddamn world, baby.
Thanks.
And I appreciate you touching on, your plans.
Right.
I love your plans because it's written down. It's going to manifest.
Right.
Mathematically known. So you're every day waking up to it. So every day I know you're probably waking up closer and closer and closer and closer to it.
Every single day. What you just said, mathematically, bro, that is like my strategy. Time, everything is numbers, everything is math. The world is math to me, and all I see is numbers. That's all I see. You know what I mean? And it's all adding up.
Bro, you put a jolt in me for me researching you and y'all reaching out.
Yeah.
You put a jolt in me. Like, I'm never not. I'm like you. I'm always attacking. I'm always going. I'm on this podcasting tip right now, but it's become bigger than podcasting. I'm a content creator, man. I'm a podcaster no one has ever met before. They didn't like how you said before. It's never been seen. It's never been done. So why question? Just do it.
Right.
Just wake up. And I love that. That's what you put out there. And I know you're going to get those buildings because you got the 7-story joint in downtown
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Beautiful, bro. With you on the side.
The first black person to build a building in downtown Shreveport in the history of Shreveport. And this city is a city of about 200,000 people. And I'm the first black person to build a building downtown. I wanted to make sure it didn't look like a car wash or a barbershop or a little small rinky-dink building. You know what I mean? So that's why I went high. That's why I went multi-level stories. And it's an entire compound. And people got to understand what I'm doing right now. Within the next 3-4 years, that entire compound going to look like a city. itself. The new black downtown.
That's right.
Yeah, Shreveport, right here in Shreveport. So,
Yo,
now a lot of my other buildings not going to be as big. A lot of the other 200 buildings are going to be smaller locations, but each location is going to be an outdoor event center. Each location is going to be radio station, digital marketing company. So essentially what we got here is Universal, Live Nation, iHeartMedia, all under one umbrella. Black owned, black operated, and we ain't asking nobody.
And in every city. And in every city.
And in every city. And my thing is, if I can't join them, beat them. I've never been the type, hey man, if I can't join you, I'm gonna beat you, man.
Hey.
I'm gonna become the competition so strong, you gonna feel my presence.
Hey, look, even if you could be Coca-Cola, I'm cool with being Pepsi.
Yeah, facts.
I still got market share.
Facts.
I still got market share.
Yeah.
And that once again, I'm gonna go back to that market share can make my peoples chill.
Watch this here about Pepsi, right? How you just said Pepsi. A lot of people don't know that the reason why when you go to KFC and all these other restaurants, they only sell Pepsi. They don't sell Coke products, right? That's because Pepsi bought Pizza Hut. Pepsi bought KFC. Then they took those stores that was at 100 or 200 stores to 10,000 and 11,000 stores, did a contract with them where they only have to sell Pepsi products, then sold the company back to another entity. So they only put money in those companies just to build them up so that they could distribute their own product. That's the genius of Pepsi.
Ingenious.
So now you got
know that, man. I love that you know that you are very well versed.
Yeah,
you are into it, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. What I personally did, the S&P 500. I done studied most of all the billion-dollar companies on the S&P 500. I wanted to see what all of them had in common. I wanted to see all the relations between them because at the end of the day, if I plan on doing this, I got to see everything that was possible. That way I can make my personal way as well too to the path that I'm creating for myself. So man, I got so much knowledge up in here about these companies, and I got some great ideas, and I can't wait for me to implement them with these new strategies so the world can see. You know what I mean?
Brother, I'm excited for your future. I'm super excited for the future. And I love how you can work in one song. 10 years. Million views. And because the youth believe and these new artists believe they got to have all these albums, all these accolades. I'm going to master that one thing. And you know who else said that one time? Waka Flocka, I believe, said that as well. He said he figured out how to just keep working one song, and it got so good, and that song got so big. This is who you all are.
And see, that's on YouTube. That we not talking about Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, but let's talk about what trumps all of that. The streets. Because that one song that I promoted, man, I bought 500,000 copies of my CD already pressed from China. I got them for like 10 cents a piece. That's how cheap it was. So when I got it, it's a big diesel truck. I had to get it from over shipping. When they brought it in shipping, the diesel truck brought it all to Shreveport. And man, I went on tour in my tour bus and I sold those CDs for whatever you got. Literally, people would be at the store telling me, man, I ain't even got no money. I say, shoot, give me some change then. Man, I don't want to do that. Hey, man, I ain't tripping, bro. So sometimes I take 50 cents. Sometimes I take $1, 75 cents, whatever they got. I just wanted you to have my CD. So we could talk about all the views that's on YouTube and these social media platforms, but I got 500,000 units in the streets that I personally put out. I say, hey, man, do I need a plaque to say I got a gold album? Do I need this white people plaque to say, hey, I got a gold album? No. I got 500,000 units I pushed out there by myself, and every dollar went in my pocket.
And you see every penny, because they get half a nickel, half a penny anyway. You know what I mean? Because this streaming game is, Ice-T calls it the pimping game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
They pimping you with that stream. So, man, that's beautiful.
Definitely.
And I love that you say that in your interviews as well. What you got in your pocket?
What you got in your pocket?
And a theory behind that is when people spend, they'll listen. It's like, I spent my money, even if it was 50 cents. That was my 50 cents.
Right.
I'm going to listen. And they listen. And they listen.
And remind you, I only paid 10 cents for it because I bought so many. And I got it from China. So like at 10 cents, I could sell it for 10 cents and still get a return of what I spent on it. You know what I'm saying? The cost.
And so you know that because you did it.
Yeah. Too. So I made a lot of money off of that journey. And I still got a lot of respect from multiple cities and small towns because they seen me in my tour bus selling my CDs. They seen me in my tour bus, get this bug out of here, this flu in here. They seen me in my tour bus, going state to state.
Yeah. Respect for that, man. Yo, my next question, brother. You call yourself the god of grind. But what's the ugliest part of the grind that people don't see?
Man, not having no help. I'm the type of person, if I say I'm gonna do it, it's gonna get done. You know what I mean? Like, you meet people, and I tell people all the time, we gotta be honorable. We got to keep our word. If I say I'm going to put together 10 shows and you say you're going to put together 10 shows and I put together 10 shows and you ain't put together number one, now that ain't honorable. You ain't do your part. Yeah. And then you still come to the table and want an equal share?
Man.
Right? Nah, we don't do that.
Brother, you are preaching to the choir. It is the ugliest part of the grind. Teams falling off. People not do it. And then, however, when you get to where you at and what you've been doing, I bet you they're knocking again.
Every time. Every time.
And how do you answer the door? Or do you answer?
I tell them straight up, I ain't got nothing for you. One thing I gotta learn, you gotta be upfront with people and they ain't gonna be mad.
Okay.
Hey man, you ain't come to all these shows with me, bro. I was on the road by myself, man. Now you still my homie. If I see you, I'ma speak. Hey man, maybe we can even, go hang out sometime if I'm free. If I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I'll kick it with you or something. Or if I'm in the club and I got to show you in town, come on, stop through you and VIP with me, couple of drinks on me, baby, possibly. But other than that, I ain't got nothing for you. Don't ask me for no money. Don't ask me for no opportunity because I gave you all the chances in the world. How many more chances I need to give you? You want me to give you 1,000 million chances, my nigga, 1 billion chances? I ain't got time for that, dog. You wasting my time, and one thing I'm not going to let you do is waste my time. We only here for a short minute, dog, and then we dead forever.
Forever.
You see what I'm saying? So I ain't finna let you waste my time. No, man. No, you said if I tell you to do something and you got maybe one, maybe two, but it ain't gonna be a third because I ain't even finna play with you like that. My dreams mean so much to me, I lose my sleep for them. So yeah, we not gonna do that. We not playing that type of game. This game right here is the game of life for me, and I'm in it to win it. So I let them know, man, ain't got nothing for you.
Word, and they know, they know why.
Yeah, and they know why.